Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Free agent defensive end leaves visit with Dallas Cowboys without deal. The Dallas Cowboys are currently in the market for a pass rusher after they traded superstar Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers just before the start of the 2025 season. Earlier in the week, it was reported that the team brought in free agent defensive end Clowney for a visit. On Thursday, NFL reporter Josina Anderson reported that the team will continue to be in contact with Clowney, but that he left the facility without a contract. Parsons' presence was missed in the Week 1 24-20 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, as the Cowboys couldn't get any pressure on Jalen Hurts. The Cowboys didn't have any sacks in the game, and the Eagles were able to go 8 of 13 on third down attempts. Clowney was selected by the Houston Texans with the number 1 pick in the 2014 NFL Draft. He spent his first 5 seasons in Houston, with his best season being in 2017 with 59 tackles and 9.5 sacks. He left after the following season, and has bounced around since then. 2 years ago, Clowney was in Baltimore and he put together one of his best seasons in his career, as he tied a career high with 9.5 sacks. Last season, he was with the Carolina Panthers and had 46 tackles and 5.5 sacks. While Clowney would definitely help the team when it comes to rushing the passer, he also does a good job against the run. There isn't a defensive end on the free agency market that is going to come in and produce near at a level that Parsons did. Elite pass rushers rarely end up on the trade market, let alone as a free agent. For Week 1 against the defending Super Bowl champions, the Cowboys did a pretty good job of slowing down the Eagles. While they struggled to get off the field on third downs or get after the quarterback, they did hold Saquon Barkley to only 60 yards on 18 carries. Up in Week 2 for the Cowboys are their NFC East rival New York Giants. The Giants' offense looked abysmal in Week 1, as they finished with 242 yards of offense and 6 points against the Washington Commanders. If the Cowboys struggle to stop the Giants, then you could see Jerry Jones and the team be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to bringing in Clowney or any free agent. Kickoff between the Cowboys and Giants is on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time with the game on Fox. Cowboys get disheartening injury news on $90 million All-Pro. Right when the Dallas Cowboys seemed like they were starting to get some momentum, adversity shows up in full force. Following a season-opening loss to the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, in which the Cowboys look like a much different, and better, team than expected, NFL All-Pro cornerback DaRon Bland is expected to be out for several weeks with a foot injury. The Dallas Cowboys could be without cornerback DaRon Bland for a couple of weeks because of a right foot injury suffered in Monday's practice, according to multiple sources, ESPN's Todd Archer wrote on X on September 10. The Cowboys return to action in Week 2 against the New York Giants on Sunday, September 14 at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, in their home opener. It's the second consecutive year Bland has dealt with foot issues. Cowboys CB DaRon Bland, foot, was not at practice today and was spotted in a boot in the facility, the Fort Worth Star-Telegram's Nick Harris wrote on his official X account on September 10. He was listed as a DNP in today's practice. Something to monitor moving into this week. Bland missed 10 games last year with a foot fracture. Bland signed a 4-year, $90 million contract extension with the Cowboys on August 31, which included approximately $49.3 million in guaranteed money. Of the 3 cornerbacks expected to take on the Lions' share of duties this season, all 3 are now dealing with injury issues. Another fellow NFL All-Pro cornerback, Trayvon Diggs, was a surprise addition to the active roster in the 24-20 loss to the Eagles on Thursday, September 4, but was limited in snaps. Diggs has missed 22 games over the last 2 seasons with knee injuries. Rookie cornerback and third-round pick, number 76 overall, Siobhan Revel is still recovering from an ACL injury suffered during his final season at East Carolina in 2024 and should be back at some point in the first month of the season, but the Cowboys have yet to say for certain when that might be. Cowboys urged to sign 16-interception free agent cornerback after DaRon Bland injury. It's been a tough few days for the Dallas Cowboys. After dropping the opener to the Philadelphia Eagles, the Cowboys are now bracing to be without one of their most prominent players on defense. ESPN's Todd Archer reported Wednesday, citing sources, that All-Pro cornerback DaRon Bland could miss a couple of weeks because of a foot injury suffered in Monday's practice. While Bland's injury is not believed to be serious, according to Archer, it comes as Trayvon Diggs continues to ramp up from left knee surgery in January. With depth a concern, could Dallas look for outside help at cornerback? Lucas Mastrin of the Landry Hat suggests the Cowboys sign veteran Kendall Fuller. Fuller has 16 interceptions over his 9-year career, which has included stints with Washington, Kansas City and Miami. Fuller, 30, was released in February by the Dolphins after missing 6 games in 2024 due to a variety of injuries, including a knee ailment that landed him on season-ending injured reserve. Still, assuming he's healthy, Mastrin wants to see Dallas give him a shot. Kendall Fuller is a versatile corner with experience in the slot and out wide, Mastrin wrote. He had his fair share of injuries in 2024, missing games due to concussions and a nagging knee injury to end the season. Statistically, it was one of his worst of his career, but on the bright side, Fuller wouldn't need to be a star corner anyway. Fuller played just 11 games with Miami after signing a 2-year, $15 million contract, recording 50 tackles and 1 fumble recovery. For only the 3rd time in his career, he did not have an interception. Pro Football Focus rated Fuller 75th among 222 eligible cornerbacks with a grade of 66.2, including just 94th in pass coverage. Bland's injury comes after he missed 10 games last season with a stress fracture in his other foot. At minimum, he is expected to miss Sunday's game against the New York Giants. Bland led the NFL with 9 interceptions in 2023. He set an NFL record by returning 5 for touchdowns. Last season, he was limited to just 7 games. Despite that, the Cowboys gave him a 4-year, $92 million extension, including $50 million guaranteed, in August. With Bland out, Kaiir Elam is the next man up at cornerback.